From Hollywood legends to modern superstars, today we're comparing 40 celebrity parents and their kids at the same age. Johnny Depp versus Lily Rose. Johnny Depp became famous in the 1980s with his mysterious and rebellious image. His daughter, Lily Rose Depp, inherited that same unique look and artistic personality. At the same age, their facial structure and expressive eyes are strikingly alike. Will Smith versus Jaden Smith. When Will Smith was in his early 20s, he was already becoming a global star thanks to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Years later, his son Jaden Smith stepped into the spotlight with movies like The Karate Kid. When you compare them at the same age, their facial expressions and confident personality look incredibly similar. Demi Moore versus Rumor Willis. Demi Moore was one of the biggest movie stars of the 1990s. Her daughter Rumor Willis also pursued a career in acting and music. When compared at the same age, their strong facial features and confident presence stand out. Goldie Hawn versus Kate Hudson. Goldie Hawn became famous for her cheerful personality and bright smile. Her daughter Kate Hudson seems to have inherited both of those traits. Looking at them at the same age, their smiles and facial expressions are nearly the same. Clint Eastwood versus Scott Eastwood. Clint Eastwood was known as one of Hollywood's toughest leading men. His son, Scott Eastwood, looks almost like a younger version of him. When placed side by side at the same age, their jawline, smile, and rugged style look almost identical. Tom Hanks versus Colin Hanks. Tom Hanks built his career playing relatable and charming characters. His son, Colin Hanks, followed a similar path in Hollywood. At the same age, both share the same friendly smile and approachable personality. Reese Witherspoon versus Ava Phillippe. Many fans say Ava Phillippe looks exactly like her mother. When Reese Witherspoon was young, she had the same blonde hair, bright smile, and expressive eyes. The resemblance between them is almost unbelievable. David Beckham versus Brooklyn Beckham. David Beckham was one of the most famous soccer players in the world. His son Brooklyn Beckham has become a model and photographer. At the same age, their hairstyles and facial features look remarkably similar. Meryl Streep versus Mamie Gummer. Meryl Streep is widely considered one of the greatest actresses of all time. Her daughter, Mamie Gummer, also pursued acting. When comparing them at the same age, their expressions and classic Hollywood look are incredibly similar. Ice Cube versus O'Shea Jackson Jr. Ice Cube first became famous as a rapper before moving into movies. His son, O'Shea Jackson Jr., even played his father in the film Straight Outta Compton. Side-by-side photos show that they look almost exactly the same. Stellan Skarsgård versus Alexander Skarsgård. Stellan Skarsgård built a long and successful acting career. His son, Alexander Skarsgård, also became a major Hollywood star. Looking at them at the same age, their tall frame and strong facial features stand out. Arnold Schwarzenegger versus Patrick Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger became famous for bodybuilding before dominating action movies. His son, Patrick Schwarzenegger, followed a path into acting and modeling. When compared at the same age, both share the same confident look. Blythe Danner versus Gwyneth Paltrow. Blythe Danner was a respected actress long before her daughter became famous. Gwyneth Paltrow inherited her mother's elegant appearance. At the same age, their resemblance is obvious. Uma Thurman versus Maya Hawke. Uma Thurman is known for her unique beauty and strong screen presence. Her daughter, Maya Hawke, also entered the acting world. At the same age, their facial features look incredibly alike. Melanie Griffith versus Dakota Johnson. Melanie Griffith was a Hollywood star during the 1980s. Her daughter Dakota Johnson became famous decades later for her acting career. When compared at the same age, their facial structure and elegant style are very similar. Yolanda Hadid versus Gigi Hadid. Yolanda Hadid was a successful model before her daughters became famous. Gigi Hadid later became one of the biggest supermodels in the world. Looking at photos of them at the same age reveals a clear resemblance. Cindy Crawford versus Kaia Gerber. Cindy Crawford was one of the most iconic supermodels of the 1990s. Her daughter, Kaia Gerber, has followed the same career path. When compared at the same age, they look almost identical. Stephen Baldwin versus Hailey Bieber. Stephen Baldwin was a well-known actor in the 1990s. His daughter, Hailey Bieber, became a global fashion model. Their facial features clearly show a strong family resemblance. Kris Jenner versus Kim Kardashian. Kris Jenner built a massive entertainment empire around her family. Her daughter, Kim Kardashian, became one of the most famous celebrities in the world. At the same age, their facial features show clear similarities. Phil Collins versus Lily Collins. Phil Collins became one of the most successful musicians in the world. His daughter, Lily Collins, pursued acting. Their eyes and facial expressions are surprisingly similar. Jude Law versus Rafferty Law. Jude Law was known for his classic Hollywood charm. His son Rafferty Law has entered the fashion and entertainment world. Their facial features look remarkably alike. Kurt Russell versus Wyatt Russell. Kurt Russell was a famous actor from a young age. His son Wyatt Russell later entered both sports and acting. Their rugged appearance clearly runs in the family. Tom Cruise versus Suri Cruise. Tom Cruise became a global movie star at a young age. His daughter, Suri Cruise, has grown up in the spotlight. When comparing them at the same age, their smiles and expressions look very similar. Jack Nicholson versus Ray Nicholson. Jack Nicholson is one of Hollywood's most legendary actors. His son, Ray Nicholson, also pursued acting. When compared at the same age, their facial expressions look very similar. Madonna versus Lourdes Leon. Madonna revolutionized pop music with her bold style. Her daughter, Lourdes Leon, has also entered the fashion world. Both share the same striking facial features. Don Johnson versus Dakota. Don Johnson became famous in the 1980s with Miami Vice. His daughter, Dakota Johnson, later became a major movie star. Both share the same distinctive facial features. Denzel Washington versus John David Washington. Denzel Washington is one of Hollywood's most respected actors. His son, John David Washington, also entered the film industry. Their facial expressions and presence look very similar. Donald Sutherland versus Kiefer Sutherland. Donald Sutherland starred in many classic films. His son Kiefer Sutherland later became famous for the series 24. Side-by-side photos reveal their strong resemblance. Martin Sheen versus Charlie Sheen. Martin Sheen had a long and successful acting career. His son Charlie Sheen became one of television's biggest stars. Their facial features clearly show the family connection. Jerry Stiller versus Ben Stiller. Jerry Stiller was a legendary comedian and actor. His son Ben Stiller became one of Hollywood's most recognizable comedy stars. Their expressions and comedic energy are very similar. Lionel Richie versus Sophia Richie. Lionel Richie dominated the music industry for decades. His daughter, Sophia Richie, later became a model and influencer. Their facial features reveal a clear family resemblance. Angelina Jolie versus Shiloh Jolie. Angelina Jolie became one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Her daughter, Shiloh Jolie, has also captured public attention. Fans often notice similarities in their facial features. Billy Ray Cyrus versus Miley Cyrus. Billy Ray Cyrus became famous for his country music career. His daughter, Miley Cyrus, became a global pop superstar. Both share the same bold personality. Bill Gates versus Phoebe Gates. Bill Gates became one of the most influential tech leaders in history. His daughter, Phoebe Gates, has grown up in the public eye. While their careers are different, their family resemblance is noticeable. Paul McCartney versus Stella McCartney. Paul McCartney became one of the most famous musicians of all time. His daughter, Stella McCartney, became a world-famous fashion designer. Both share a similar smile and personality. Lisa Bonet versus Zoe Kravitz. Lisa Bonet became famous for her unique beauty and acting career. Her daughter, Zoe Kravitz, inherited that same distinctive look. At the same age, they appear remarkably similar. Bruce Willis versus Tallulah Willis. Bruce Willis was one of the biggest action stars in the world. His daughter, Tallulah Willis, has pursued creative work in fashion and art. Their facial structure shows strong similarities. Lenny Kravitz versus Zoe Kravitz. Rock star. Lenny Kravitz is known for his iconic style. His daughter, Zoe Kravitz, clearly inherited his striking features. Their resemblance is very noticeable. Kevin Costner versus Liam Costner. Kevin Costner became a legendary actor and director. His son, Liam Costner, has mostly stayed out of Hollywood, but their facial resemblance is still clear. Michael Jackson versus Paris Jackson. Michael Jackson was one of the most famous musicians in history. His daughter, Paris Jackson, has entered the music and modeling industries. Fans often notice similarities in their facial features. Those were 40 celebrity parents and their kids at the same age. Some of these comparisons are truly incredible, proving that talent and looks can definitely run in the family. Which celebrity pair do you think looks the most alike? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more amazing celebrity comparisons.